Old School is a 2003 American comedy film directed and co-written by Todd Phillips. The film stars Luke Wilson, Vince Vaughn, and Will Ferrell as depressed men in their 30s who seek to relive their college days by starting a fraternity and the tribulations they'd encounter in doing so. The film was released on February 21st, 2003, and received mixed reviews from critics, but would go on to gross $87 million worldwide, against a $24 million budget. Now, Old School was one of those films that I really enjoyed back in the day, but it hasn't aged particularly well. While it remains an easy watch and it has its fair share of laughs, the film feels like a product of its time, funny and juvenile, but ultimately a bit empty. What saves it from complete forgettability is the energy of its cast, especially Will Ferrell and Vince Vaughn. Will Ferrell shines in one of his earlier breakout roles. He's offbeat, awkward, and nails the comedic timing that would later define his career. Vince Vaughn is also at his best here, fast-talking, crude, and effortlessly entertaining. Without these two, the film surely would have fallen apart. Their chemistry brings the movie to life and carries it through some otherwise mediocre material. Put it this way, I can see why these two became massive stars. Luke Wilson, by contrast, feels miscast. He's bland and doesn't mesh well with the other two. His performance is more grounded, but in the film that's leaning hard on absurdity, it just makes him fade into the background. There, of course, are some standout scenes. Who can ever forget the elderly World War II veteran fraternity brother Blue dying of a heart attack during a KY Lube wrestling match with two naked college girls, all done for his birthday celebration, or Will Ferrell's character Frank running naked down the street, or the infamous tranquilizer dart incident. These, of course, are all funny and iconic moments, but beyond these highlights, the story really doesn't go anywhere. The plot starts strong, but sort of fizzles out by the third act. It almost feels like they either ran out of ideas or budget, or both. It wraps up quickly and unsatisfyingly, as if they were racing to hit the 90-minute runtime. And also the so-called love story here between Mitch and Nicole, played by Ellen Pompeo, is well just drab and boring, and adds nothing to the film and is really quite rushed towards the end. In the end, Old School is still enjoyable if you're in the right mood, especially for fans of early 2000s comedy, but don't expect it to hold up to the likes of some of the true classics. It's more of a time capsule than a timeless hit, and by no means one of the strongest, if you will, within the Frat Pack filmography. Funny, if not rushed, but with two fantastic performances from Will Ferrell and Vince Vaughn. Old School gets a 6.5 out of 10.